When I first heard Reggie speak of his little technique for going out and asking a question about whether or not uh, there was some kind of way we could ask God to bless a person whom we came in contact with, my wife and I decided that we'd give this a shot. And so the next time we went to a restaurant, the waitress came by and we asked her, we're fixing to pray over our food and ask God to bless it. Is there some kind of way that we can ask God to bless you? The girl looked a little surprised at the moment, and she thought, well, yes, there is. My mother just had a stroke, and she's in the hospital, and they're running tests on her to try to determine the extent of the stroke. And I would sure appreciate it if you'd ask God to bless her and make her whole again. So we told her that we would, and as she served our food, we held our hands and prayed over our food, asking God to bless it. And we also asked God to bless the girl in her schoolwork, which was one of her requests, and also to bless the mother. And we have no idea of what ever happened to the mother. We've been back to that same restaurant several times and hoping to come in contact with that same waitress, but it never worked out that we could. But we have found in other times we've gone to many different restaurants, and we've made it a habit of whenever we are waited on by a server, we try to come up with a conversation with them and be friendly and so forth. And then when it comes around to our food being served and us beginning to say our blessing over the food, we ask the question, is there some way we can ask God to bless you? And we always get a good response. We've never had a bad response from anyone. There was one indication when we were at a restaurant, we asked that question, and the waitress says, yes, you can ask God to keep blessing me just the same way He's been blessing me. I am such a blessed individual. That was a blessing to us also. I believe that if you use this technique, you'll see good results.